Okay, next up, we have Andrew Hagen, steward and executive board member with NELC Branch 9 in Minneapolis. Give it up for Andrew. All right.
As I said, I'm a proud member of the NELC Branch 9, and more importantly, I'm a proud letter carrier of my community in Minneapolis across the river. I want to first recognize an important anniversary earlier this month. March 9th marked the 60th anniversary of Bloody Sunday. They were protesting and fighting against the government for basic human rights and freedom. They marched with courage, protesting the government. Today, we are still fighting to advance voter rights. An example is H.R. 738, the Universal Right to Vote by Mail Act of 2025. Why is this important to pass? There are many reasons, but one is there are some states, we won't name them, that refuse to hand out water for voters in long lines. You don't have to worry about that if you're in the comfort of your home and residence. I hope Congress passes this bill this session. Now, instead of shouting Postal Service, yell letter carriers. We are the letter carriers who are a part of your neighborhood and daily lives. Who do you love? We are currently working on an expired union contract for over 650 days and counting. Who do you love? We have been assaulted and murdered on the streets while delivering mail, like our brothers Andre Cross in Milwaukee, December 9, 2022, and most recently Ray Hodges in New York City on January 2nd of this year, both murdered while working on the clock. Who do you love? We have had letter carriers die from heat illness while working, like our brother Mr. Gates in Texas. Who do you love? We have had carriers sent home for weeks without pay for a violation management could not prove. Who do you love? I ask all of you to call your congressional representatives and tell them to pass H.R. 70, the Anti-Privatization Act. We must remain an independent agency of the government. To pass H.R. 1522, the Federal Retirement Fairness Act. How many of you in the crowd today work for the Postal Service have non-career time? Raise your hand. It's a lot. I myself have 18 months of non-career time. What does that mean? I always say I started carrying mail since February of 2021. But in the eyes of the Postal Service, I've only been a carrier since June 16th of 2022. Ooh, right. I've been cheated out of 18 months of retirement benefits. Some of the people that rose their hand today have 5 years, 7 years, more than 18 months. It's tragic. We are calling on Congress to pass H.R. 1522 so I and thousands of carriers can buy back their time and add it to their retirement. We urge Congress to not pass Senate Bill 1006, a bill to prohibit federal employees from organizing, joining, or participating in labor unions for purposes of collective bargaining or representation and for other purposes. This bill was introduced by a senator from Tennessee. In today's political climate, bipartisan legislation isn't frequently discussed. These bills I've mentioned were introduced as bipartisan bills. The post office is about the only thing that gets both sides of the aisle to come together. For God's sakes, Josh Hawley, the Republican senator from Missouri, supports the Postal Service. He told The Joy late last year in a Senate committee hearing that he'd do everything in his power to stop The Joy from destroying the Postal Service. Today, we send a clear message to our government representatives here today and in D.C. Hands off the Postal Service today, tomorrow, and forever. Pass H.R. 70 and H.R. 1522. America is depending on you. Who do you love? Who do you love? Thank you, everyone.